You gave me hope and then you took it away. That's enough to make anyone dangerous. God knows what it will do to me.
Right? That's a bar for you. Gave me hope and you took it away. That's enough to make anybody dangerous. That's a fact.
Yeah, they don't know who they fooling with.
Yeah. What's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and you can already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, boy. I hear that in a Barry White in your voice, boy. You sound good. Over here trying to sound all hot for the people. Listen, this is Doctor Who, Season 6, Episode 4. This one is called The Doctor's Wife. Make sure you stay to the very end, because you already know me and Rakai. We're going to chop it up. Have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things we've enjoyed and over some of the things we've been scratching our heads with. And we're going to be addressing some of the members of the Patreon. Patreon members get access to watch us do this live. We get a chance to chop it up with our incredible members and address some of their needs. So without any further ado, let's get started. And away we go.
Here we go, boo-boo.
Such an incredible season so far. I mean, we're only 4 in. The first 2 knocked them clear out the park. You know, the third one was all right. It was all right. It was all right.
Nah, it don't, because it's really gonna hurt.
Is that like a civil war? Oh, the Udabet.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, he got on Civil War. She got on like a Victorian dress.
Your mind and your soul from your body and leave your body empty.
She said that all casually.
There'll be a time lord coming.
What?
Do you believe any of this stuff?
I was there.
Yeah, that part.
Yes, but it's still gonna happen. What was that?
The door.
Right. You can just knock on the TARDIS door like that.
Yeah, for real.
And somebody's knocking.
Look, he's fascinated.
Yeah, look, just like a kid with a new toy. What is this?
Sumptuous little beauty.
What the deuce?
A box.
You got this little evil Rubik's Cube in.
I've got mail.
That's mail?
Really?
Emergency message system.
All that technology, and that's the best email he got?
Or herself a couple of times. Ooh, she was a bad girl.
The way he said that.
With enormous difficulty.
He like him a bad girl.
Yeah. You know, he like him naughty. He do.
He do. That planet look like a junk planet.
Where are we?
Outside the universe, where we've never ever been.
He's so happy right now.
Yeah.
The power is straining. Everything's straining, but it can't. That's.
Yeah, that part.
It's as if the Matrix, the soul of the TARDIS, has just vanished.
What?
Where would it go?
I could snatch the TARDIS soul too? Oh, wait a minute. Is the TARDIS in her?
Yep.
To see the TARDIS personified in a human being could be fun, or it could be horrible. I don't know.
Could be.
Because what if your ride is a jerk?
Well, we've seen it in other things before, so.
A bit of a pickle, sort of distressed.
Look at this planet.
What is this place?
Oh, Junkacon.
How can we be outside the universe?
Imagine a great big soap bubble with one of those tiny little bubbles on the outside.
Okay.
But it's nothing like that.
What?
It's almost Earth normal. Air's breathable, but it smells like
Armpits.
armpit. She's dangerous, gorgeous.
Look at you. Goodbye. No, not goodbye. What's the other one?
Oh, dang.
Wow.
J.O., the doc got that riz always.
Stealing me. You are stealing me. Oh, tenses are difficult, aren't they?
Oh.
My uncle, I'm everybody's uncle. Just.
And she bites.
Do I? Excellent.
What?
Ow! Ow! Biting's excellent.
What in the Sam?
Sorry, she's Doolally.
No, I'm not Doolal.
What?
I'm.
She says like kiss it, only there's a winner.
idea about kissing. Come here.
No.
This guy. Yeah.
What is that?
You got to put a bell around their necks.
Why, he's half dead. House repairing him. He's house repairing all of us.
They on my nerves.
Possible. That's. Who else is here? Tell me. Show.
Is that the master? Because his whole demeanor changed.
Would you like to meet him?
Meet him?
I'd love to.
This way? Come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like very The Hills Have Eyes, you know?
Somewhere close by, there are lots and lots of Time Lords.
Oh, plural. Plural.
Well, if his Time Lord's nearby, I hope he got that the TARDIS hot low jacked.
Right.
Thing inside. That's you.
That is correct, Time Lord.
Oh, he said, I know you.
Be here in safety, Doctor. Rest. Feed, if you will.
That's not creepy at all.
Nah, not even a little bit.
House loves you.
I'm like, you can't be touching my face like that. I don't know your hands have been.
Do fish have fingers? Like an 9-year-old trying to rebuild a motorbike. What am I saying?
What are you saying?
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I'm telling you.
I can explain. Tell them why I had to.
You want to be forgiven.
Ooh.
Don't we all?
What do you need from me?
There you go. That's the correct answer.
I told you to look after him.
He'll be fine.
Rory's like a puppy. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Did you do that?
I didn't do anything. Right, jacket.
He's diabolical.
Where are
He said my other jacket I knew. I was
where
like,
are
that's the okie doke. That's the
No,
okie
even
doke.
Rory called him on that. Rory's like, wait, you have 2 of those? Like, for real?
Oh. They're over there collecting distress signals.
You have found too much.
Really thought I had some friends here. But this is what the U-translator picked up. Cries for help. How many Time Lords have you lured here the way
That's cruel.
you gave me hope and then you took it away? That's enough to make anyone dangerous. God
Yeah.
knows what it will do to me.
Right? That's a bar for you. Gave me hope and you took it away. That's enough to make anybody dangerous. That's a fact.
Yeah, they don't know who they fooling with.
Yeah.
Boxes will make you angry. How could she know?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
Stay put. Stay exactly where you are.
There you go. Find her.
You said they'd make me angry. How did you know?
It's my thief.
She says my thief.
Yeah.
Because he did steal the whole, he stole the whole TARDIS.
Oh, what do you call me? We travel. I go. I'm the TARDIS.
No, you're not. You're a bitey mad lady.
Bitey mad lady.
I was already a museum piece when you were young.
Dang.
Then you stole me. And I stole you.
It's kind of hot. And then you stole me. Still that love.
What makes you think I would ever give you back?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
She said, you stole me and I stole you.
you. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yes.
What makes you think I'll give you back?
Oh, we have now reached the point in the conversation where you open the lock.
I don't recommend the crazy relationships, but if you've ever been in one, they're a lot of fun.
Are all people like that?
Until they're not.
Until they're not.
Until they're not.
Mouse eats TARDIS.
Oh, there you go. What are fish fingers?
When do I say?
Back to the fish fingers.
So it pulls out the matrix, sticks it into a living receptacle, and then it feeds off the remaining Artron energy. I don't suppose you have to now?
I sent Amy and Rory in there. They'll be eaten. Name it!
Pardon me, pardon.
Rory!
Uh-oh.
That's old girl, though.
Well, not TARDIS dip.
But where if it don't have a soul in it? You need to go jump on old girl's back and make the sound. Like, let's go. Yeah.
She said TARDIS, yeah.
You are in the TARDIS. What a great adventure. I should have done this 500,000 years ago.
He done jacked the TARDIS.
It's gone.
Eat.
I told you it should have low jack on it.
Oh, it'll think of something.
Dang, their batteries run down.
Not dead, you can't just die.
Those are them Dollar Tree batteries for $1.
Because we are there in 3 minutes.
As soon as you bust them out the back, they die.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Ow!
Oh, that's not good either.
No, stop it. Don't get emotional. That's what the orange girl says. Or the doctor.
The orange girl?
Oh,
Oh, what?
I'm not.
Not what?
Because it's not a junkyard. Don't you see it?
It's all old Time Lord stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, do you have a name?
700 years, finally, he asks. Sexy.
6?
Only when we're alone.
We are alone.
No, I think she said sexy.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey.
I have corridors, so much to learn about my new...
This is the Riz season right here.
Question?
You remember? Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you both now.
Oh, that question.
Because
You need us.
killing us quickly wouldn't be any fun. And you need fun, don't you? You need to be entertained. And killing us quickly wouldn't be entertainment.
Am I not entertained?
Run.
Here's our sadistic voice.
So are we having fun yet? I'm rather enjoying
It's our first time actually seeing the other areas of the TARDIS.
I've turned off the
Oh.
corridor anti-grav, so do be careful.
This is like a 1960s episode of Star Trek. Where it just needs
Galaxy
the
Quest.
chest, just pointless. Yeah.
It's like, why is this here?
Yep.
Instruction at the bottom. What does it say?
Pull to open.
Yes, and what do you do?
I push.
Everything. 4 front doors. Have you any idea how childish that sounds?
You are not my mother.
And you have?
You didn't always take me where I wanted to go.
No, but I always took you where you needed to go.
Part. Yeah.
Talk and run around and bring home strays.
Oh.
Bring home strays. That body breaking down.
His body has about 18 minutes left to live. The universe we're in will reach absolute zero in 3 hours.
She's like Ultron.
Amy!
No!
And listen to this music. And she's out here on her American Ninja Warrior quest. She just left him.
Rory?
How in the world?
Zeus. And it's messing with the TARDIS. Come on, back this way.
Dude, you need to learn how to
Sit
keep
at the
up.
door crying.
Do you ever wonder why I chose you all those years ago? I wanted to see the universe, so I stole a Time Lord and I ran away. And you were the only one mad enough.
Right, perfect. Look at. That's fine. That was.
Duct tape and silly putty, my guy.
Amy?
Dang.
Oh my
Now
god.
she's old now.
Rory?
She's a senior citizen.
Yeah, but he should be used to that though.
2,000 years I waited for you and you did it to me again.
Rory, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Rory?
Time you could learn some MMA, my boy.
He still ain't learned to keep up.
Oh,
This is some bull right here he done made.
Okay. So voting.
The real TARDIS is made at Radio Shack. This one's made at the Goodwill.
Nothing.
Oh, my beautiful idiot.
You got me. Yeah. Dang, all of his madness.
She might want to stay away from him.
Dang, he ain't nothing but bones.
Look at kill Amy, die Amy, hate Amy. That's cray cray.
Yeah, but this is just the house messing with him.
Why it take so long for her to get back around that corner?
I'm so sorry.
Watch, and when he stand up and do the Thriller dance.
How's messing with you, man?
It's messing with our heads.
Yeah, he's entertained.
So
The
he's
house
just
is
a-
like, this is better than General Hospital. He's like, this is my own sitcom, Young and the Useless. This is like the Dukes of Hazzard. He ain't got no doors.
It's like I'm getting a message.
Hello, pretty. When you get there, use the purple slider on the nearest panel to lower the shields.
The pretty one.
While the room goes into phase with the invading matrix. I'll send you the passkey when you get there.
Yeah, y'all would have been screwed because I don't remember none of that.
I'm like, you want me to fly this thing? You make the controls look like a PlayStation 5 remote. we good.
You can't.
She can though.
Oh, but not.
Come towards my voice.
You don't like it. You don't like the voice.
Reach out your hand.
Yeah, banged his head all right.
Ah!
Cocktail sauce and marinara on deck.
You're doing it, you sexy thing.
Oh,
You better show name.
Yeah.
they just out here
Sexy
talking
thing,
good
you.
and crazy to each other. He gonna actually make sweet love to the TARDIS.
Crimson. 11. Delight. Petrichor.
What's a petrichord?
Oh, it's the meaning, not the word.
The meaning of
The
what?
TARDIS interface is telepathic. You don't say it, you think it.
It's coming.
Quiet.
Oh, y'all get to get the slow walk stalk.
The smell of dust after rain.
He's creepy too.
Okay.
Another control room?
The fact that the TARDIS has multiple control rooms is still rocking my brain.
I had hoped you two could join nephew as my servant. Nothing but trouble.
Ooh, it's a country strong too.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, if that ain't some timey whammy, wibbly wobbly, boobity.
Walk around in this thing.
I need to throw her in the core real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except she's a woman. She's a woman, and she's my TARDIS.
And she's sexy.
She's the TARDIS.
And she's a woman.
He's so excited about that part though.
Shut up, not like that.
Hello. I'm sexy.
Ah, well, he must have been redistributed.
Meaning what?
You're breathing in.
Oh,
Oh, yuck.
So Ego tried that with Peter Quill.
You just have to promise not to kill us. That's all. Just promise.
you can't be serious.
I'm very serious.
Yeah.
Doctor, she's burning up. She's asking for water.
Yeah.
Man, throw her in
She
the
didn't,
core,
she didn't
man.
burn. She didn't burn through that. She didn't burn through that body. It wasn't sexy enough. But it could have been worse. She could have like jumped in a Kardashian or something, and she'd have burned through that body in seconds. Her body's all plastic.
Fear me. I've killed hundreds of Titan Lords.
Fear me. I've killed all of them.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
bars.
Congratulate you on being an absolutely worthy opponent.
Yeah. You did that. You did that, boy.
Repeated as me, my lovely friends here, and last but definitely,
Yeah.
TARDIS Matrix herself, a living consciousness. You rich.
I said I'm about to make a name for myself. I heard that boy.
I think you should be very, very careful about what you let back into this control room. From her home. But now she's back in the box again. And she's free.
This is my house. Yes.
Look at my girl. Look at her.
Kick your conscience right on out. Get out.
Yeah. She said, you don't know this TARDIS fool?
Small. Finish him off, girl.
Yo,
Yeah.
the doc get
You had a
viral, boy. It's
You had a whole planet, but now you in her little box. This her box.
Finish him off, girl.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Remember, he wanted the TARDIS to still talk to him. Hey, sexy.
I found it now.
What word?
A lie.
Big complicated.
And now even that has come to an end. There's something I didn't get to say to you.
Looking at him with bedroom eyes too.
I know, right?
No,
She's like, I didn't really get to fully test this whole being human in a body thing out.
it's so very, very nice to meet you.
Well, she's not dying, but I get it. You don't get a chance to like chop it up with her.
Yeah, but if that's the only voice you hear, that and that's not he the one to make that sound. He don't even TARDIS don't have to make that sound if he don't want it to make that sound.
Ah, my guy lost another real one. Well, he ain't
He's
really
good at
loser
that.
though. He ain't really loser, but you know what I mean.
He's good at that though.
Yeah. The perks of being the Time Lord.
I don't know if that's a perk.
To fold it into mechanical then.
Why would you do that, my guy?
Spacey Wacy!
Touch a star.
The only water in the forest is the river. She said we'd need to know that someday.
River Song.
I watched her die. I shouldn't let it get to me, but it still does. I'm a nurse.
It's always you and her, isn't it? Long after the rest of us have gone. A boy and
No, bunk beds are cool. A bed with a ladder. You can't beat that.
Just to
Okay. The Ivor Ryan or wherever we need to go.
She's like, don't worry, I got you.
I got you.
Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Centel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. That was good. That actually went a little bit better than I expected. You know, we've kind of like have tossed the idea around about, you know, the TARDIS being a living thing and, you know, what does that mean? In the grand scheme of things, now we got an episode to kind of like let the TARDIS kind of like speak for itself and physically take part of the adventure in human form. Well done, well done. I thought the actress who played the TARDIS, I don't know who her name is. I'll have to look it up. Oh, here it is. Saran Jones, I think that's her name. Yeah, she did an exceptional job because she first off, you know, there's the thing about her, you know, as she's prancing around, you know, looking good as she can, and then there's like there's a very familiar thing that goes along with her as well. So I think they did some really good casting with that. How are you feeling about this episode?
I thought it was okay. You know, I think the second half of it was stronger than the first half.
I'm with you.
Saran Jones, she did do a phenomenal job playing the TARDIS. Or I'm sorry, Sexy.
Sexy.
the dialogue this season is tripping me out. Like it is ramped up. It's very adult. I don't know if that was in the writing or just, you know, because the doctor, he kept looking her up and down. He kept looking at her wibbly wobbly timey wimey. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was interesting, and I think that probably the strength of this came from Saran Jones' portrayal as the TARDIS. She kind of carried this episode. So.
Yeah, and to Sophie, who was in the Discord chat, who said, "Pay attention to the name of the episode." And the name of the episode is "The Doctor's Wife." That is pretty interesting, especially considering, I don't know, there's a couple ways you kind of take that. You could take that, on the nose and maybe say, Idris, who plays the TARDIS's personified persona, and maybe that could be in reference to that being the Doctor's wife, but the TARDIS mentions River, maybe it's mentioned towards that. Who knows? But that is interesting. That is the name of the actual episode. Let me add one more quick thing, and then I'll give you the ball back. I think what hits me the most about this episode is the love that we can sometimes have for inanimate objects or things that just mean something to you. My dad had this Porsche. He had an old 911 Targa that he used to drive. I remember it since I was a kid. Loved that car. So much so, I think I sent you a picture, Rakai, of me going to the Lego store to get a box of this 911 Targa Porsche because it reminded me of my father. And it's that car to me symbolizes as much as my father does to that car. And there was a time, well, just recently, my father had to get rid of it just because it was just taking up time, insurance. It was a whole bunch of reasons, but it could no longer be there. And this is one of those things that's taken a while for my mom. Had been on him nonstop. Like, you got to get rid of, we got to use the space for other things, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And she was getting, my mom was getting frustrated because he couldn't let it go. This is like a thing that had been going on. I'm talking about like well over a decade, well, maybe even longer than that. And I was trying to explain to her, I was like, listen, he's built a life around this car. It's been all of his adventures that he had ever since I was a little kid to, when he was a soldier driving around. His car has been overseas. It's been a part of the journey with him. It's one thing to go on a journey. It's a different thing to go on a journey with someone or maybe even something, right? So when my father did finally get rid of the car, he had like a bit of an emotional moment, because he had to let a piece of that go for what our family deemed as a greater good. So when I saw the Doctor kind of like, fussing, he's always fussing over the TARDIS. I remember my dad always fussing over this car. It was always, hood was always up, parts was always strewn all over the place, but I've never really seen him, I'm not gonna say happier, but that was definitely a happy space for him. And you see the Doctor always doing kind of the same thing. And I can only imagine, what that conversation would be like if like my father's car had a voice and was able to, talk about the adventures that they had and what they mean to each other. So I picked up a piece of like a bit of like an emotional connection because I can respect the idea of loving something that doesn't have a life. I guess that makes sense. Loving a thing because it's been there and there's some significance and importance to it. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
I mean, there's a lot to having a, sentimental attachment to an inanimate object. And we, for some reason, we learn that early, where kids have their favorite binky or their favorite blanket or something like that, their favorite teddy bear. And I understand I was a big car guy until I had kids and it broke. And my dad was like that with his cars. My dad he was a Porsche guy, but when we were in Germany, he bought more BMWs and Mercedes than Porsches, because he had shipped over his baby, his first supercar, which was a 1973 Corvette Stingray.
Whoa.
And
that's one that had the sexy curves on that bad boy. I know that one.
Yeah. Oh, fat tail. Like, And that was his thing. My dad's been a Corvette guy forever and ever, so I do understand about the and I love Porsches too. Like, I don't want no Ferrari. I don't want a Lamborghini. No, Porsche so I get it.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get some of this chat. In case you were wondering who it is that we are talking to, members of the Discord, or actually, let me be more particular. Members of the Patreon have access to watch us do some of these reactions live, and we address some of the comments and some of the things that they say. Jason said Saran Jones was exceptional in this episode. Yes, Saran Jones was who played Idris, aka the TARDIS. Thank you so much for your comments. Let me see what else we said. Let me see. Sophie said box TARDIS versus human TARDIS. Which do you prefer, Rakai?
Human TARDIS.
Human? Okay. All right. I would need to live with the human TARDIS a little bit more. Box TARDIS is all I know. There's something about that, it's something about the quietness of it all. So I'm gonna go boxy.
Yeah, it's one of those things for me. It's like once you've exposed us to that reality, to that eventuality, I know that we're going back. We don't have any choice but to go back. But the human TARDIS, for her to be able to express her emotions, I think it was really cool when he was like, because she kept calling him my thief. And when he said, yeah, I stole you, she said, no, I stole you.
Yeah.
She said, I wanted to see what the rest of the universe was like, so I picked you. And, you was the only one bold enough to, do it. And I think it's just one of those neat things, like, we'll never know which one of them is right, but they're both right. And I think that's plays back into the title. The little riddle at the end made it, again, far more interesting. But, if he's 900 and some odd years old, has he been traveling with the TARDIS for the last 700 years? Because, I don't know, even some woman that he met, that don't compare to that. And when you can, that final scene with them where they could kind of express their emotion of how much they made to each other, part of the reason why he needs the companions is because he's lonely. And he didn't even know that he didn't have a choice about being lonely. If the TARDIS could speak back to him and express feelings and emotions, that would be a whole different thing. And we might even have a whole different Doctor. So
that's very true. Because the thing that makes the Doctor, to me, very interesting is the influence that humanity has had on him. Without that influence, who knows the type of person we'd be dealing with, right?
You see, Ariel in the chat put up, where the Doctor said to her, "You never take me where I want to go," and she said, "But I always take you where you needed to go." And that's bar. That's a bar.
It is. Huge shout out to the chat as well. Jude54 said, biting's excellent. It's like kissing, only there's a winner.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
NJH said, interesting. You guys didn't think too highly of this episode, as it's quite high rated. What aspects did you not like? This is a good question. As far as IMDb is concerned, IMDb gave this episode an 8.9 out of 10 with over 9,000 votes. I didn't say I didn't like it. For me, the connection that I had was realizing the relationship that my father had with his car, and me using that as a way of connecting with the episode. So that was that, and I don't think that's a slight against it, but that's to me how I was able to connect with it. Rakai, what was the thing that didn't meet your expectation for this episode?
The first half. The first half with these people that were on house, aunt and uncle, and the Ood, his nephew and stuff. It's like, we need an antagonist, and House served that purpose. It reminded me a lot of Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Kurt Russell's part, but he didn't have the flair, the panache that Kurt Russell did playing that part. Very cool voice though. It was voiced exceptionally well. I don't know. It just wasn't, like him even messing with Amy and Rory's head. That was, like I said, the back half of the episode, much stronger than the first half. I think the first half, this realization that they're on the junk planet, that the houses, that the old Time Lords' voices were in the little magical Rubik's cubes and stuff. It's like,
Okay. All right.
And this probably came first, but I mean, I was like, I saw that on episode of Star Wars. They did that. They did it on the Clone Wars.
Okay. Cheryl from the chat said, this is my all-time favorite episode. The actress was magnificent. It lets you in on how the TARDIS consciousness works. I love that she only sees inside the mind, heart of a person, and she thought Rory was the pretty one. It says so much. Jason said, it's what makes life interesting. We don't all like the same thing. Miss Brown's Boys won an NTA a few days ago. Still don't get it. All right. Let me see. I think that's about it for me regarding some of the Discord. If you want to be a part of that, like we said, you go ahead and sign up with the Patreon. I think you already saw the ads. So I won't beat you all over the head with it. Thank everybody for being a part of this process, because it is a lot different when you're watching with a group of friends, watching with the community, because we can feel and share that energy. Listen, if you've been enjoying the conversation and the way me and Rakai have been chopping it up, you need to head on over to his YouTube channel so that you can get a deeper understanding of why it's fun, to watch with this guy. His deep dives are legendary, and they're also very personal. Rakai, can you tell the people how they can contact with you?
Of course. You all can find me at youtube.com/Nupe from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. It's all about this, but you got to use this too. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. Huge shout out to the bear who swept up at the Emmys. That's a staple of that show. If you watch it, you'll get it. Hey, thank you all. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the fun one is definitely what did we miss, but do all of that in the Discord. Thank y'all for your time, and we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.